Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Morning YouTube. How are you all this morning? I'm back with you. I did take a little break from the project at hand, which is this. I did do some gluing on the circuit board, and you can see that fits in there rather nicely now. I hope you can see that. So if I can get this back in here. So anyway, that works pretty good. I've got the rectifier in there, and I'm going to do some wiring, experimenting, whatever you want to call it, with that later on. I'm going to set that up, and I've got my desk or my workbench cleaned off a little bit, and like I said, I'm going to give you a close-up of this here and show you what that looks like. Alright, there now you can see just how well that fits in there. It's nice and tight. It's snug, I should say. Not tight, but it's snug. Like I said, time the top is put on it here, that can't go anywhere. It will work just fine. There's for right now, all I'm going to use is these two items here to do the testing, and we will, like I said, just hook up that part along with the meters, and they're fairly simple to hook up. I think I showed the diagram. I need to print that out. I told you the other day I need to print it out, but haven't done that yet. So anyway, get those hooked up and use some clip leads here, and I had a couple suggestions on the this here. One was for using the hot glue to help hold these in, and that's probably a good idea, and I probably will do that. Right now they're in there tight enough, especially the top one. The top one's doesn't need any help at all. It's fairly tight, and it will stay there. So, but anyway, what I'm thinking about is hooking these up and seeing what kind of readings I get, and you know, things like that, and just see how well this whole thing is going to work out before I even mount it, because there's no sense of mounting it if it's not going to work. So that's kind of what I'm looking at doing. And once I do that, like I say, I'm gonna come back later on. I do have to get girls today, and I'm not sure exactly what will happen after that. Lexi has to work at 5 today, so she won't be here. Just me and Kylie. Probably gonna work on a Buick tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get. I've told Kylie I'm gonna put her back up on the trunk of the car, and there's that spot in the middle of the top and the back that she couldn't get to from the door, standing on the door there. So I'm gonna let her get up there and do that, and try to get it down to the level that it needs to be. Take the wire wheel and a drill around the rain gutters, and get those cleaned out, and the front pillar post there, get that done, and any spots that we missed last week or last time we worked on it, and try to get it down to the 80 grit level that I want to get it down to. And then if we get time, we'll start on the 180 and try to get that smoothed down a little bit, and then once we get that done, we can start mixing paint and rolling that on. That'll be fun. So like I said, that's just some of the things I'm looking at this weekend. But depending on what I do and how things go, I may try to set up some experiments here with the new meter and a new AC DC panel, and just see if it's going to work out like I think it's going to work out. I'm not going to bother putting the protection in for now. I'm just going to do some low voltage tests and make sure it works, and see what kind of ripple we have in the with just the one cap in there. I'm never really sure about, you know, I did a guesstimate at the value of what I wanted to put in there, but we'll see how it actually works. Try to hook it up with a radio or something that's going to give me an indication of if it's going to hum or not, things like that. So it doesn't have to be exactly right, but you know, I kind of want it to be close. And for Bill out there, old 64 goat, I think I'm going to build a voltage doubler. I've been looking at circuits on Google. They're pretty darn simple. Couple diodes, couple capacitors, you got a voltage doubler. Really simple stuff. And I'm going to play around with that, I think, and show you what I'm coming up with. And it's pretty much what you've got there on your scope. It's just basically the same thing. And I don't really think it's quite as frequency dependent as you think it is. And I'm not saying I know for sure, because I don't. I will admit that. But I just don't think it is. I think those values in there are just, you know, and it's encased in that plastic that it's encased in to keep because it is a high voltage device. 7 kV is pretty high voltage, and it's just to keep it from working and things like that. That's all it's for. But I don't think it's near as complicated as you're making it out to be. Voltage divider or voltage doubler is a very simple circuit. One of the more simple ones that are out there. So that's just my opinion on that. I understand your trepidation about doing things like that and working on something you don't really understand. But I was just going to build one simple circuit and show you just exactly how it works and things like that. May do that, may not. I don't know. Just depends on what I set up here. Like I said, my bench is kind of cleaned off here right now, and I want to get some other things put up and get them out of the way. And I did do one thing. Those are all the parts that came in, and I did clean those up and put them in the box and got them off the bench. That was a big step. And what Wally said this morning in his video, he puts things away as long as there's a place to put them. That's exactly the way I do. If I have a place to put a tool on my pegboard, it goes there. And if I don't have somewhere to put it, it stays here on the bench. That's how my bench gets all cluttered up. Right now, okay, I'll just place, this is my laziness. I've got 3 drawers that go up there that need to be put back up there. Well, they're still here because I don't want to stand up there and do that. So normally if I have a place to put something, I will put it on there. But just like these picks and hooks and things like that Stan sent me, that they're on the bench because I haven't made a place for them yet, but I'm going to. So like I said, I want to get these meters hooked up and get the wires run to them and see how they work. Excuse me. And just test this thing. I do have to have batteries too. I'm going to get Kylie to run into the dollar store and get a couple batteries on the way home from school, and so I'll have those. I think that's about to choke up. I think that's all I wanted to talk about for now. I'll put that little video clip of the shows the close-up of the circuit board, and we'll do that. And I think that's all I'm going to do. This is just a short video, just to let you guys know that I hadn't, just because I took a break from working on that, I didn't take a break from making videos. You know how I love to make videos. You guys know that. So, anywho, it's a little afternoon now, I think, so gonna do that. Put this in the into the computer, upload it, and I watched Buzz's 1151's video this morning about how Dickel and John are conspiring to take his crown, and how it backfired. That was pretty good. I like that. So anyway, I enjoy those videos, Buzz. I really do. And you guys have a good thing going. So I think that's it. I think that was all I had I did watch George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, working on his bathroom and the wiring. And I'm right there with you, George. I understand all your problems that you run into with stuff like that, and dealing with other people's messes. It can be a pain. It really can. So, but you're doing a good job, George, and keep at it. You'll get it. I think that's about it. I just wanted to say a couple words and let everybody know I'm still kicking. That's what Mom always says when I call her. Still kicking. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and hopefully I will see you later on. If not, just see you when I see you, I guess. So thanks so much for watching. See ya.